Okay, I'm taking a quick inspection of my swarm hive. It's just stopped raining. I want to take a look at the food and see what their stores look like. The other day they were still using the 2 quarts I put in about 2 weeks ago. So that's not a very good sign. Now they are probably just doing cleansing flights right now. I saw a few gathering water up by the house. So, you know, the weather could change any minute, so I just want to get in and get out. I'm going to switch over to Hive 3. You can see that they're quite busy also. Girls are sticking their heads out. They're flying out, and some of them look like they're going foraging. It's very possible they are, but a lot of times it's just a cleansing flight to use the restroom. Alright, we'll be back in just a second. Okay, we're on top of the swarm hive, hive number 2. The only thing I brought out here was a hive tool, bucket of food, and the gripper. So that's all I'm going to use. I didn't bring my smoker or anything. Probably don't need it. But the girls will let me know as soon as I pull this lid off. There's still water in here. That's not good. I was hoping to see it gone. Well, lots of bees up here. Looks like lots of young bees too. So these are pretty small bees. They're drinking the sugar water. I'm going to take these out. Drop the girls back in. I'm going to put the fresh ones in there just because. I don't know if that's, maybe that doesn't taste good to them. But they're drinking it. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and pop the top right now just to see who and what we've got going on here. Yeah, that glued down pretty good. Okay, so I do have a lot of bees. I'm pleased with the numbers. Oh yeah, tons of bees. Looking for the queen on the lid. Make sure she's not up here. We'll set that right in there so they don't get too carried away. Now I'm going to look out here on the far ends to see if any bees are out here. Doesn't look like there's many, which is not really a good sign. I'm concerned about that. See if I can lift that up this way. Yeah, we're still not touching this frame. There's a couple girls on it, but that's it. Same thing with the next frame. Not really doing much on this next one either. Looking for a brood or eggs. A lot of pollen. I'm just doing the fastest I can do this without getting too crazy or dangerous. Okay, we've got a queen cup here, and a girl's sticking her nose in there. Queen cup right here in the middle. Not light enough here to see an egg. Lots of pollen, lots of nectar on this frame. Lots of capped honey on this one. Again, I'm trying to be very careful so I don't antagonize these girls. Now this frame, I'm going to bring the camera over. These are just chock full of bees. And, I mean, they're packed in deep. So, it's not like we haven't got bees there. They're here. Let me get my camera back up. See if I can place it again. And that's pretty close. Alright. So we got a lot of honey stores in this one. This one is going to be interesting because we're getting close to the queen, or where the queen would be. So I'm going to lift this one out very gingerly. Oh man, that thing is heavy. Whew. That's completely full of honey and nectar. It's just solid. That thing probably weighs 9 or 10 pounds. It's got to get real close to that anyway. And my major concern, of course, is I'm really looking for the queen. Now this bee right here is a very, very small bee. Which tells me that I've got babies. So she's laying, and then there are bigger bees over here. So maybe she's just a little bit slower than I would like. I'm going to use my gripper here. That one's going to be real heavy, and I've got tons of faces looking up at me. Oh boy. Oh yes, we have brood. We have lots of brood. So this is where we're going to be beginning. This is all capped brood. I don't know if the camera sees it, but right in the middle here, right here, let me move these girls around. You can see that some of the larvae are not capped. I'm going to hold that there long enough so you can see it. I'm taking a quick look for my girlfriend. Yeah, lots of larvae. Those are baby bee larvae. Worker bees. Lots of pollen and nectar around here. This frame is mostly honey. Looking for her worship. More babies over here, so we're laying. Here's a drone talking to somebody. He's waggling. So the queen cups are not a big deal. Let me look at this one. As long as there's not an egg in there. I can't see it, but the camera will be able to focus on that, I think. So, if there's something in there, we'll know it. This is awesome. So these girls are filling out these center frames really well. They just haven't done anything on the sides. So I'm very pleased with this part of the inspection. Like I said, I haven't seen the queen, but oh man, these girls are working hard. Let me move over a couple more and just take a peek. The sun's starting to come out a little bit, so makes it all worthwhile. Man, there's a lot of bees. I wish I hadn't a smoker. It's okay. Sweetheart, you can't hold on to that. And they're not getting rowdy or anything right now, so I'm happy about that. Again, I'm out here without my smoker. Okay. I got lots more brood on this side. I don't know what's on that side. But the gripper didn't have a good grip on it. Here we got larvae. Looks like something just pulled one of the larvae out. It might be sick or it might be something. A lot of capped honey, some nectar, mostly lots of uncapped larvae in this one too. So those that are uncapped are going to be capped soon. I think that's up to about 10 days or so before they cap them. 7 to 10 days. So there's lots of good babies in here. No queen yet, but I'm not worried now because I see worker bees. I see, you know, if I was worried about anything, it'd be major numbers of drones, and I only see a few here and there. I don't see her worship. Okay. Had to do the gripper because this frame has got bodies everywhere. Come on, girls. Give me a little break here. There we go. That's another 10-pound frame there. It weighs a pound. Scott, this one's for you, buddy. These kids are doing great. Why they're not building these outside frames, I don't know. That's brand new wax that I've put on them. I actually bought wax to wax those frames. So it's not like it's old wax or anything like that. Come on, girls. Get down. So the outer frames are not being developed as good as I'd like, but these kids are doing fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna pull this last frame up and I'll be able to look down on the other side of the next one because it doesn't look like they've done a lot with it. Again, it's a new frame, so oh boy. And this one's ton of honey, pollen on my side, and we got some brood on that side. Looking for the queen. Sometimes you don't find the queen because she's got her butt down inside the cell laying an egg, and so you can't rely on seeing her every time. But if you see that she's been there, like with new brood or eggs or that type of thing, then you know she's viable. Okay, so putting this back in, I'm going to be moving everything back over carefully. Oh, sweetheart, you didn't mean to do that. Had one sting my thumb, my glove. Didn't do my thumb. So sorry for her, because she's going to die. And I need to get this closed up quickly, just in case it starts to rain again. Rain is a bad time. The bees don't like the rain. Oh, look out, girls. I'm going to close it on one just a little bit too quick. There we go. Now, I can see down there pretty much when they get in between the little ribs that touch when you put the frames together. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do something that's called checkerboarding. I'm not going to put all of these back in place. Come on, girl. Be gentle. Okay. So, because these frames haven't been touched, I'm going to put them inside a little bit and let the girls work in between. So then I'll put this one that's got wax on it up next to it. So I basically moved one frame in. And this frame I'm putting right here. So the girls can build wax on this one and this one. I would have done it out here, but this one's probably a little bit too much. Alright, so I put this back on, skinny side down. I'm going to turn it on an angle so I don't pinch anybody. Slowly rotate it around so they get knocked off if they're underneath it. Alright. Fresh water coming up. And that other sugar water I'll just dump out because maybe they didn't like it, or I'm not sure. Or maybe they're just real strong and they're gathering well. I don't know. But no sense taking a chance, because the water does get moldy after a while. It's been 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks probably since I put that on there. It's getting close. Okay, sweetheart, there's your new water. And I'll take these old ones back and dump them out. Clean the containers and we'll be all set. Alright. So the swarm hive is looking pretty good, actually. Queen has started laying. She's doing her thing. A couple queen cups in there, but I'm not worried about queen cups. They only mean they're practicing. So there's hive number 2, the swarm hive inspection. Basically, that was, with the exception of 1 or 2 frames, that was a full inspection. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you liked it, please subscribe. Thank you.